Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk to you about sort of five things about going on a cruise after weight loss surgery. I don't know if I'm going to call them tips or observations, but just five things. Just kind of thought about this as I was on my last trip and had some certain experiences that I figured I would share and hopefully address any concerns that any of you might have about cruising after either having a gastric bypass, gastric sleeve, lap band, or any of those weight loss surgery procedures. And for those who don't know, I had the gastric sleeve done last June, and I'm down about 115 pounds, and I feel fantastic. And it was the best decision I ever made. I'm going to make a whole video about my weight loss journey some other time, but I just wanted to talk about the whole cruising after weight loss surgery thing because it's important. So I've got number one is just kind of letting the cat out of the bag here. You're going to be surrounded by food. It's sort of unavoidable. A lot of people go on cruises just to eat the food, or just because of the food, or they look forward to it. Me personally, I kind of don't care. The food is good, like it's tasty. I enjoy it when I'm on there, but I don't sit at home going, I can't wait to eat at the steakhouse, or I can't wait to do it doesn't faze me. There's many of other things about the cruise that excite me a lot more than the food, but you're going to be surrounded by it. There's going to be a ton of different places to eat on the ship. There's going to be a lot of different choices there. Don't let that be an overwhelming thing for you. Don't worry too much about it. The fact that there are so many choices is a really good thing, because it means that if you're concerned about sort of going off of your program or making a mistake or eating something you shouldn't eat, you have a ton of choices available. So if you want to stick with healthy foods, you can do that. If you want to stick with fruits and vegetables, you can do that. You want to just eat grilled chicken or whatever you want, there's a good chance there's a place to get it on the ship. The buffet can be your best friend. And that kind of sounds crazy, because most people might say, well, the buffet is where it's all just spread out in front of you. That's kind of a good thing, because you can go and choose what is going to make you happy and what you want to eat. You are on vacation, and it's a break from the day-to-day and kind of your step-by-step program and everything. So, if you want to deviate a little bit and maybe have that extra cookie, or you want to have that piece of chocolate cake or something, go for it. As long as you don't do it every single day, and as long as you budget for it in your plan, do it. You're on vacation. Enjoy yourself. Plus, when you get back, you're going to be going back to your day-to-day routine. You're going to be going back to your meal plan. So let yourself have that little piece of enjoyment, if you feel comfortable with it. Number two, there are a ton of options for exercising on the ship. And my favorite of which is just walking around the ship, because a lot of these ships are at least 1,000 feet long. So if you walk from one end of the ship to the other, you do that a couple of times, that's easily a mile. You go, usually go up to the top deck, or sometimes the middle deck of the ship. There'll be a jogging track you can walk around, just do laps of the whole entire ship. I think it was 3 laps on Anthem of the Seas was a mile, because Anthem of the Seas is about 1,100 feet long. So I think the track they had mapped out was either 3 or 4 laps was a full mile. So you can easily rack up extra miles just walking around on a cruise on the ship, but also getting off the ship in your various ports. Most of the ports I've been to, the ship will dock at a pier that is a good 5 to 10 to 15 minute walk from the center of attention, or the center of town. So just getting off the ship and walking yourself to where all the action is, there's about a mile or so, or half a mile or something. It's usually a good bit of a walk. So cruising is a great vacation if you enjoy walking. Take advantage of those opportunities. You can take the stairs instead of the elevators. You can easily do it. If you don't mind, hoofing up the stairs, you can easily burn some calories there. There's usually more than one pool to swim in on the ship. You can even go to dance classes or go to aerobics classes. They have gyms on the ship also, so you don't have to. If you like going to the gym, it's one thing I don't like going to the gym. I'm not very good at exercising, but it's something I need to work on. But you can go to the gym and work out if you want to. But there's lots of options to exercise. So even though you're on vacation and you may indulge a little bit in the food department, feel free to indulge in the exercise department too. There's tons of different ways you can exercise, even more creatively than you may be used to. So do it. Good way to burn calories. Number 3, drink tons of water. Now, I don't know if you can bring like a Yeti cup or something on there, but if you, maybe that's something I should look into. But, excuse me. So all this talking helps me to drink some water. But anyway, always have a bottle of water with you, especially because you're going to be doing a lot of walking. If you're cruising somewhere warm, like in the Caribbean, you're going to be in a hot climate. You're going to sweat, and you may feel dizzy or you may feel the heat fatigue sooner. I noticed that a little bit on my last cruise, so I was just trying to make sure I stayed hydrated all the time. I actually brought a little tiny, like lunch-sized bag, like an insulated bag, and I put a couple of cold bottles of water in there, and they actually stayed cool for most of the time I was on shore when I was in Bermuda. So I always had a nice cold bottle of water, or at least cool enough bottle of water to drink. But just always have water with you. It's vital anyway, even when you're not on a cruise, but especially when you are on a cruise, always have water with you. Now, a lot of times you're going to be surrounded by food, but you're also going to be surrounded by alcohol. There's going to be lots of bars and lots of options for drinking. Now, I know that my doctor basically said to avoid alcohol after having weight loss surgery, but I don't know anyone that has had weight loss surgery that quit drinking or that doesn't drink any alcohol at all. So it's kind of one of those things where it's a gray area. Like, your doctor's probably going to say don't drink, or they're going to say wait a year or wait a long time, after your procedure. And I agree with that. I would not recommend drinking right after your weight loss surgery. But if you want to have a glass of wine, you want to have a margarita or something, make sure that if you do want to have a drink, whatever you drink in alcohol, equal that in water. So what I usually do is I'll order a glass of wine and a bottle of water. Or I order a margarita and a bottle of water. So I always have equal parts water to alcohol. So yeah, you're gonna visit the bathroom more often because you're gonna be drinking twice as much essentially, but it's gonna be the best way to prevent getting sick or getting out of control. So water's super, super important. This one is the biggest one for me, and this is number 4. I call this one dealing with the crew. Now, a lot of crew members on these ships, most of them are going to be from some other country. When I was on Majesty of the Seas back in February, they said there were crew from 75 different countries on that ship. And it's amazing. That's actually one of my favorite parts of cruising, is you get to meet people from all over the world. But many of them are not familiar with people with weight loss surgery, how to kind of, I don't want to say deal with them, but they're not familiar with the way to provide service for people with weight loss surgery when it comes to food. So, I had some awkward conversations with some people, and because they think that if you leave food still on your plate, that you didn't enjoy it, or you're not happy, or you didn't have a good meal. So you may just have to be prepared for that, and there's really no way around it. Just make sure that if someone is rude to you or they make you feel uncomfortable, speak up about it. And don't complain. Don't raise your voice and make a scene. There's no reason for that. You can bring the head waiter over and just explain the situation. You can say, listen, my waiter was trying to force me to order off the menu, and I would prefer not to be forced to order anything. I'll order what I'd like to order, and I'm looking forward to it. You can say something like that. I had a similar conversation with the head waiter because the server that I had the first night of my cruise basically took one look at me, and after I placed my order, he said, "Oh, is that all you want?" Because I just ordered a grilled chicken. I mean, I'm not a foodie, so it doesn't take a lot for me to be satisfied. So I said, "Yeah, that's all I want." And he said, "Oh, well, I've got a really big kitchen, so you let me know what you want, and I'll bring it out for you." But he said it in such a way that was like, probably not the most professional thing to say. Now, I'm sure he meant well, and I'm sure he just meant, I want you to enjoy your meal, but I don't think it's right to say that to somebody. Big person, small person, whatever. So, he made some other comments as well. So when the head waiter came by to check on me, and he said, how's everything going? And I said, well, I don't want to get this person in trouble, but I think they need to be a little more sensitive to people ordering what they want to order. And I told him, I said, I ordered what I wanted, and that was it. But he was repeatedly insinuating that I should be ordering more than I wanted, or I forget how I said it, but I said it something like that. And he said, I apologize. I said, listen, no apology necessary. I just want to give you feedback so you're aware that, maybe more sensitivity training may be necessary or something like that. He said, no, I appreciate your feedback. And, he said, can I bring you a bottle of wine? I said, no, I don't want anything. I really don't. I said, I just would like to, I want to let you know. And I said, other than that, he's been a wonderful server. So, because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but at the same time, if there's an opportunity to improve or provide some feedback, I want to do it. So, and the rest of the time he was totally fine. So I'm not worried about that. If you're self-conscious about these kinds of things, or if you kind of don't want to deal with that kind of conversation, go to the buffet, because the buffet is always going to have all your choices and all your different options available, but also you serve yourself. So you pick as much or as little as you want, and the staff that are up there are mainly there to refill your water glass and to make sure that the tables are kept clean for those that are coming in to the buffet later on. So if you kind of want more of a, leave me alone, let me just eat what I want, go up to the buffet. It's open for all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you can always just kind of eat eat your own way, basically up at the buffet. Or you can get from the buffet and take it back to your room. I did that one night as well. That was really nice because the weather was great on my trip, but I wanted to eat out on my balcony. So I went up to the buffet and I got kind of a little bit of everything. Took it back to my balcony, sat out on my balcony, had my feet up, and was enjoying eating al fresco. So the buffet will leave you the most options as far as eating is concerned. The most important thing, and this is the last one I have, is just have fun and enjoy your vacation. I know it can be overwhelming, especially if you're new to weight loss surgery. You just had the procedure a few months ago. There's a lot of restrictions that you have, and plus you're getting used to your new, your new modified configuration. My sleeve brethren and my cousins with the bypass. We've been surgically modified, so now we have to get used to that. So I know when I went on my cruise last August, it was only a few months after my procedure, so I was nervous. I didn't want to eat the wrong things, and I was really, didn't want to make any mistakes. But the most important thing is that you just go on there and have fun and enjoy yourself. If you want a extra peace of mind, sign up for the internet package for your phone, so you can make phone calls and you can call your doctor. So, if you know that, we'll just say, they're going to be serving, filet mignon, we'll just say. They're going to serve filet mignon at dinner, and maybe it's your favorite meal, and you want to know if you can eat it. Get the internet package for your smartphone, bring along an iPhone or Android phone, and call your doctor. Just say, hey, I'm on a cruise and I'm on vacation. I really want to have filet mignon tonight. Is that okay? Can I eat it? You can totally do that. Your doctors are there to be a resource for you and guide you in the right direction. So that's definitely been helpful for me. Also, you can sign up for a number of online forums or online groups, support groups. Like Bariatric Pal is a really good one. It's a nice community of people that really come together and can be a nice resource. If you can't reach a certain person or you can't reach your doctor or anything, you can post on the forum, and usually somebody will get back to you pretty quickly. But have the internet with you so you can stay connected. So I really hope this was helpful for you guys, and if anybody has any questions or you want to post a comment, feel free to do so. Or if you want to reach out to me privately, my email address is on my YouTube about page. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to talk about anything or answer any questions that you might have about weight loss surgery or going on a cruise with weight loss surgery or anything like that. Either way, I appreciate you as always, and I'll see you on the next video.